Coming up, Pro Timing Day took place today at Williams-Brice Stadium.
The whole field surrounded by scouts and executives and media folks. It was by far the biggest scene of all.
See who showed up to see former Gamecock greats.
And meth labs are becoming an increasing trend this year for Lexington County. Find out more on the latest bust.
Also, supporters of Emma's Law gathered at the State House today as the bill was scheduled to hit the House floor. See what changes some people think may be needed to the bill.
All this and more on Carolina News.
Live from the capital city, Carolina News brings you your news first. With breaking news and in-depth reporting. Up-to-the-minute weather. And all your sports news and highlights. It's all here, now, on Carolina News.
Hello and welcome to Carolina News. I'm Shannon Fair.
And I'm Catherine Ramirez. Over 120 members of the media gathered at Williams-Brice Stadium today to watch Jadeveon Clowney and other former Gamecocks work out for NFL scouts.
Every team in the NFL had at least one representative present to watch today's drills. Josh Butler was at Pro Timing Day and has more.
On a warm day at Williams-Brice Stadium, it was Josh Butler, Carolina News.
Today's Pro Day was the last opportunity for the former Gamecocks to show their skills off to NFL scouts before the draft begins on May 8th. Ashton Frager will have more in sports. And it looked like great weather out there for Pro Day, and it was also great weather outside at the Strom Pool, where our weather specialist Kathleen Jacob was hanging out today.
It's a beautiful day here in Columbia, and it's also the
Lexington Town Councilman Ted Stambolides' son, Jonathan Stambolides, has been arrested and charged with driving under the influence. The councilman is a supporter of Emma's Law, and his son's arrest comes on the brink of the bill going before the legislative committee. Jonathan Stambolides refused to give a breath sample when he was pulled over.
And now, an update on the story Carolina News first told you about last week. The 8.2 magnitude quake last night triggered landslides, knocked out power, and caused extensive damage. It also set off a tsunami, sending 7-foot waves crashing onto shore and forcing mass evacuations.
There's just been so many natural disasters these days.
There has, from all different parts of the country, but we'll be keeping you posted on updates from Chile as we get them.
And coming up next on Carolina News, see how Lexington County Sheriff's Department is handling the county's growing meth problem.
Some people might think that Adrian would never be able to go to college like his brother.
Lexington County Police arrested Jamie Williams Greenleaf Friday for operating a methamphetamine lab out of her home. Unfortunately, these raids aren't an unusual occurrence in the county. Margaret Ann Carter went to Lexington County to see just how often these arrests occur.
It comes as no surprise to the people who live in Lexington County. Margaret Ann Carter, Carolina News.
Greenlee is charged with manufacturing methamphetamine, unlawfully altering pseudoephedrine, and manufacturing meth in the presence of a child. She is currently being held at Lexington County Detention Center on $30,000 bond.
A man has been arrested and charged with burglary.
A pizzeria in Vancouver has a topping you can only get with a prescription: marijuana. For an extra $10, they infuse the food with THC. The people who run the pizzeria say they only serve up slices to people who are over the age of 18 and have a prescription for the medical marijuana.
Basically, we infuse it through an oil extraction process where we drizzle the oil onto the pizza and it medicates you when you eat it. It's a little different effect than smoking it. It takes maybe about half hour for you to activate.
It's a little bit of a tangy flavor, but it's not much different. You can't really taste it in the pizza.
New regulations could force the pizzeria to stop making pies with marijuana. The regulations are still waiting on approval, but the owner of Mega Ill plans to take the pizza off the menu if need be.
And Kathleen has continued to hang out at Strom today because it's such.
We're back with weather specialist Kathleen Jacob, who looks like she had a pretty easy day laying out at the Strom Pool all day.
Yes, I did. It was beautiful, and right now it is 87 degrees currently. And it's not very windy, only about 9 miles per hour, and about Friday, just a little bit cooler, 84 and sunny. Saturday, 76. We'll start to see rain move in on Sunday and about 75 degrees. Monday, we might have some more rain and it'll be about 72. So overall, we're gonna have a very nice week.
Yeah, I can't complain. Even if it's just a little tease of summer weather because that rain's coming.
Yeah.
I'm happy it's warm finally.
Finally.
Even when it's raining, it won't be too cold, so we're good.
Exactly.
Coming up in sports, Gamecocks workout for NFL coaches and scouts today for the upcoming NFL draft. And see how our baseball and softball teams fared on the diamond last night.
Some people might think that Adrian would never be able to go to college like his brother.
We have Ashton here with us for sports, and I think everyone's question of today is, how did the former Gamecocks do at Pro Day?
Well, our guys out there had an impressive showing, but obviously the headline was Jadeveon Clowney, but of course he was not the only one. The softball team's next game will be Friday night in Athens against the Georgia Bulldogs. And our guys are doing, and girls are both doing well on the diamond this year.
Yeah, it was awesome to see both teams win yesterday.
Yeah, hopefully they continue that going into the weekend.
Coming up, see why these cute pups are trying to get comfortable in a new home.
Some people might think that Adrian would never be able to go to college.
Dog Foundation, and says she didn't hesitate to help evacuate the mother dog and her puppies.
I have a very good feeling those puppies will not have a hard time trying to find a home. They're perfect.
Let's hope not. But let's take one more look at the weather.
Well, right now in Columbia, it is 85 degrees, and Thursday it will be 85 as well. Friday 84, Saturday 76, Sunday and Monday a little bit rainier, and 75 and 72 respectively. So it's going to be very nice this weekend.
Yeah, looking forward to the good weather. That's all the time we have today.
But coming up is more Carolina news next with Seth Wilson and Jackie Moreno. Stay tuned.